Welcome back, everybody, to the Search Show 24/7. This is season 2, episode 1 of The Flash, entitled "The Man That Saved Central City." So let's get right into it. Alright, guys. Flash is back. Season 2. Alright, Flash. I'm super excited that Flash is back because it was, like last year, it was probably my second favorite TV show that came out last year, following Daredevil. It was my first favorite until Daredevil came out, and then that just kind of wiped everything under the rug. But Flash was my second favorite TV show of last year. I was super excited for season 2. Just so many things, just the possibilities that we heard about, possibilities like people who are joining and coming in and stuff, just everything about it. The premiere of Flash was really good. Wasn't great. Had a few minor issues with it, mostly dealing with like the villain and introducing the villain or whatever. But overall, I still enjoyed it. A lot of great things looks like it's about to happen throughout this season. So we come into the Flash 6 months after the events of the last episode. So 6 months has passed, and people are very thankful in Central City of the Flash, to where they're having like a Flash day, like just a day dedicated to the Flash. And that's one thing I really enjoyed about this episode, because it really harpened back to like the comics that I used to grow up and read, that Flash was a big deal in Central City, to where they always had like the Flash Day, and then they had the big statue of him. He was just one of those superheroes that everybody really loved and everybody enjoyed celebrating. So I like the fact that they're doing this in that show, that he's having his own personal day. He's getting the key to the city. But Barry is really struggling with the fact that he doesn't really see himself as a hero that everybody else sees him as. He feels like he kind of failed the city. Mostly not the city, but mostly just the people he cares about, because we find out like during that last battle, during like the hurricane or whatever, when shit was hitting the fan, basically, we lost Ronnie. And you got to, the fact that we lost Eddie at the same time too. So, Barry, he's just very down on himself. He feels like he's let people he loved down. So he's just really unsure about everything. So that's why he distanced himself. And that was a really cool element that they brought in to this episode. One thing that I felt like they could have spread it out a few more episodes. Just, Barry is at that moment where he wants to just kind of be by himself and do the work by himself. So I felt like they should have expanded on that just 2 more episodes. I mean, they brought him back in this episode, which I don't know. It's just my opinion, where I feel like they could have expanded that absence of the team a little bit longer. But regardless of it, I really did enjoy it. You get that villain of the week that you're always going to get with these CW superhero shows, and we get the Atom Smasher, played by the guy Edge, who I really love because I'm a big wrestling fan. So that was really cool. I thought he was supposed to be in like episode 2, so I was really surprised that he was actually in episode 1. Like I said, I love Edge. The character Atom Smasher didn't really do it for me. It was very underdeveloped. You didn't really feel a threat with him. He was more of just a plot line to tell you what's really about to happen throughout the season, because he does do a name drop of Zoom. So we do know Zoom is coming, and he's probably going to be the big bad throughout this season. So we find out that Zoom basically hired the Atom Smasher to kill Barry, and if he killed Barry, then, or if he killed the Flash, then he'll be able to send him back to his home. So I'm assuming that the Atom Smasher is from a different world, it's from the future. That's what I'm assuming. So like I said, we do get that moment of the Atom Smasher, name dropping that Zoom will be here, and that Zoom is the big bad, which is really cool, because I like Zoom. And that's just endless possibilities of this of that character that they can do. Now, one thing that I really enjoy, that, like I said, you do have Barry kind of like very down on himself and stuff. He does get like this flash drive that has like some information on it from Harrison Wells, because we do find out that Harrison Wells, after he died, he basically left the whole estate and the whole like the science center and all that to Barry. So Barry has all that. Barry controls all that now, which is really, really cool. But he left this like little flash drive video to tell Barry that basically like, yo, I know you're mad at me. I know that we hate each other, but I'm going to do basically something for you, and that is I'm going to testify and give a statement saying that I actually killed your mother. That way your dad's off free. So that was really, really good, because, you know, Barry needed kind of a win per se. He needed to kind of win in his life to kind of get him back into the spirit of being the Flash and being a hero. So having his dad freed is just one thing off his list that he doesn't really have to worry about. But, you know, it still comes with a price, because his dad is free, but his dad's like, you know, I can't stay here. Like, I have to leave because you don't need to be Barry Allen's, or you don't need people. You don't basically need to worry about me when you have this vast thing and world that you need to save. So, you know, his dad makes a great point to say, you know, I'm going to kind of go away, and when you need me, I'll be there. But I don't want you to be distracted with me here, and you need to be here to protect the city, to be a superhero. So I do like the fact that his dad got out, and his dad had to leave, and he gave a good explanation to leave, and you get the team back together, which is what I wanted. I just wanted the team to get back together like 2 episodes into it, or 2 to 3 episodes into it. But overall, I really, really enjoyed it. We get a stinger at the end with Jay Garrett, which I'm super excited about, because that's who I grew up with when I was a kid. I'm not old, but that's who, that was like one of the first Flashes that I knew when I was a kid, was Jay Garrett. So he's into it. He gets introduced at the end saying that, you know, Barry, your world is in danger. So I'm super excited to see how much of a role he's going to play into the season 2, and how much training and advice he's going to give Barry, because Jay Garrett is a pretty big deal in the Flash universe, and he's very important. So, and he knows his stuff, and he's a pretty damn good Flash. So I think Barry can learn a lot from him. So I'm super, super excited about season 2. What do you guys think? Please like this video, comment, subscribe, tell me what you thought. And as always, this is the Cirque Show 24/7. Be easy.